Fearless Disease.
A new report is revealing the declining value of college degrees in today's labor market. This year, white-collar employers have been slashing entry-level jobs and stepping up their investments in AI, and it's showing in the data. The Labor Department says a shocking 25% of all unemployed Americans in September had a bachelor's degree or higher. Taylor, I'm coming your way on this. You are the AI optimist around here.
I am.
Okay, you like college too. You have many degrees. But
Welcome, Fearless Disease fam. Today we expose the truth they hate to hear. Like right now, if you're ready. Big story. Talk about white collar jobs, and it looks like it's starting to go down. But 25% of unemployed Americans have bachelor's degree. Time is going by, and we realize that these degrees are not worth it. Or are they? Let's see what they got to say about this one.
But it's not working out for a lot of college graduates. Is that a problem with AI? Is that a problem with college? Or is it not a problem at all?
Oh, let's see. I don't think it's a problem with AI because I am the AI optimist, where I still continue to believe that, who used the analogy yesterday? When Uber came along, we all thought, oh my gosh, that's going to put taxi drivers out of business. But it just gave Uber drivers a new business. So I firmly believe that AI will help us to create new jobs that maybe today we cannot yet imagine or envision. It'll create new lines of work for us. The college thing is different, and I've talked about this before. It's going to be up to my generation to tell my kids who were 16 years away from college that it's okay if there's a different alternative.
He's very right about that. We live in a new age. It's 2025. If you're watching this later on, it's 2026. It's the end of the year in December. But colleges are starting to go away. The college degrees are not going away, but the need for them is starting to go away. There's no way around it. AI has come in and is taking over. Now, I mean that you don't need college, but this is a point where you can be able to thrive and make money in this economy without a college degree. Many of them, I received mine, but I'm understanding and realizing that most of these jobs and most of these fields where you can be able to make money, you don't particularly need that college degree, or just so many people are getting it now that it doesn't really matter if you have it. There's millions of other applicants and people that have it, so it's not really to the standard where you have to get when you get a college degree, you're automatically going to be guaranteed a career or a job after you graduate college. It's getting, I wouldn't say scary, but you have to think outside the box if you want to survive in this type of economy, man. You have to get certain skills. So she's right about that. She should go ahead and tell her kids to get ready to a point where when they want to go ahead and get to college, or it's time to get to that point where you're about to graduate high school, you may want to second guess college. It's getting to that point.
Colleges need to do a better job of, I think, providing more value. We've talked about this. Mm-hmm. Technology, Kevin knows, AI is moving so quickly. So colleges aren't going to be able to keep up with the new AI technology, the retraining skills. Trade schools might. If a trade school has this cool new robotics thing, they can in 6 months train up someone to use it. I feel like they'll just be a little bit faster. So I don't know. That was kind of a mixed bag for you.
Well, Kevin, you're a college professor, as I understand it.
Thank you.
Among many other things you do, you profess from time to time.
Yes.
Should people stop going to hear you profess because it's just not going to work in an AI age?
No, and I'll tell you what I tell my students. These are primarily entrepreneurs and students in master's degrees, either MBAs or in Masters of Science and Engineering. And this is the truth. And not all the tenured professors like me saying this to the class. I teach the cases, but I tell them, look, you're a highly curated class of people here. You've been picked from all over the world. This is, for example, a Harvard class. You've come from everywhere in the world, and you've made the cut into this cohort of, call it, 120 people. Now, you're going to forget everything I say and all the other professors that are going to pitch you stuff over the next 2 years. But what you're not going to forget are the people sitting beside you. They are becoming your network for the rest of your life. And there's where the value is. First, to get into MIT or any American college in the post-secondary and be with a cohort for 12 to 24 months and meet these people, and already I'm seeing these pairings only after 6 months where two of them didn't even know each other saying, hey,
Can I ask
let's
you a
start a
question
business.
about that though? Because I've said that. I've made that argument.
See there? I mean, he has a point. I mean, when you get to that higher level, that Ivy League school, MIT's, all that, you will be around a group of people that are different. You create a network, and that is powerful. Especially sometimes when it comes to these jobs and these careers, it's all about who you know, not what you know. So he does have a point there. Mike does have a point there, but I slightly wouldn't say disagree. On the other hand, we have social media now, man. And some people will be able to grab friendships and relationships from different hobbies outside of your work, and they're able to figure out what they do for a living, be able to create a different type of network. This is an amazing time to live in, where you don't have to just make friends when it comes to you being in the field of I would say education. You're able to create relationships outside of now because of the power of what we have right now, the social media. I've met plenty of people off of here, off of comments and emails, and they saw me on my social medias, and I was able to create those type of relationships and make plenty of money outside of it, and I didn't have to meet them inside of an educational institution. So it's a different type of game that we're living here now. Even though Mike is right, it's just that there's other ways to do it now. So I partially agree, Mike.
That argument to Brian. That's
doesn't
my
like that
friends and
argument?
family round on my new VC deal, right? I call them up and they're my new venture capital money. And he says, well, that's a pretty expensive way to network. $200,000.
What do you
you
think?
want me to spend to get a network?
But I was going to extend the argument, which I think you may or may not like. When we talked about cutting off access to our institutions to foreign students, I thought that was an insane idea, because if we don't take them, the Chinese are going to take them. Because when you curate the best of the best in every discipline and you bring them to American colleges, they get indoctrinated into American society. They want to stay here, and they want to get a visa, and they want to bring their families over. We did it for decades, and we're a very successful economy. So I am vehemently against this idea that we're going to just not give visas to some genius in wherever to come over here to MIT or Harvard. I don't even understand who would think of that.
So okay, go ahead, Dagan.
These universities are going to need these foreign students to come and pay these exorbitant costs because of AI, because the technology is at people's fingertips. Individuals who are 17 will be able to use AI tools and their knowledge and creativity to, on their own, create greatness in new businesses. And I hope that these colleges are absolutely, who have ripped off the American people for generations, will be left in the dust. Listen to this Atlantic piece. At Brown and Harvard, more than 20% of undergraduates now are registered as disabled. At Amherst, it's more than a third. It's because they receive testing accommodations and extensions for take-home assignments. At Carnegie Mellon, whose severe anxiety makes concentration difficult, might get extra time on tests, that it's like Stanford, it's a problem. This is an Atlantic article that you're so special. You got into Harvard and you need coddling. You need coddling and special treatment because it takes too long to take a test. This is an embarrassment. I can't wait for these universities to starve.
I want to give you an
Wow. I mean, she made a lot of sense. The first point we should talk about AI is growing so fast, and the colleges are not able to keep up with it. These kids are able to learn AI and learn coding and everything like without colleges. And for years and generations, like she said, they're ripping off the American people. And they're realizing that these college degrees are not really worth it, especially when it comes to the money. And they're able to obtain these skills without it. So colleges will have to adapt and grow to the environment now. If not, they will be left behind, and people will continue to learn outside of college. There's no way around it. AI is taking over. It makes a lot of sense. There's a great one today. This video will be linked in the description, man, if you want to finish it up. It's a great topic. Let me know what you guys think. Smash that like. Tap the next video. It's going to be up here. Subscribe. Hit that bell. As you know, CashApp It's going to be in the description, Fearless Disease. If you want to, support the movement, we'll see y'all on the next one. Stay rich, stay fearless.